So what's up, people? Welcome to the What's Been Going On of this week from the 4th to the 10th of May. And this is probably a week I'll remember for a long time. Well, right now I'm in Paris. Tomorrow I start a job. But this week in itself, it was memorable, let's say. So Monday didn't really have anything to do. I had to study for it. Well, Tuesday I started my exams, and I only had Tuesday and Wednesday full of exams. So Monday was the last day before the exams, but I started studying for the exams on Friday of the day before. So I had really 3-4 days. Bear in mind, I usually study for a month and a half for the exams. So I had an adrenaline level that I probably relating to studying to exams that I haven't felt in such a long time. But I have many classmates. For example, I have one of them that studies he doesn't sleep at night. So he studies the whole night. It's 8 a.m. He gets there, he does the exam, maybe there's another one in the afternoon, then he sleeps in the afternoon. He sleeps 5 to freaking 8 p.m. and then from 8 p.m. to freaking 8 a.m. the next day he just studies for 12 hours straight. So I thought about doing that, but I was completely honest, no way I can do that. But as well, the beginning of last week I was jet lagged still, so I could only sleep at around 1 or 2 a.m. because I still have the American time zone in my head. So it was a bit extreme. Monday I studied as much as I could, but my brain was I had been studying, 10-hour days for 4 days straight, so my brain was no good. And then I went to sleep super late, 2 a.m., and I wake up at 5 to study more. So I slept 3 hours. I have 2 exams in one day, asset management and ethics. To be fair, I thought I would be way worse than what I actually was. Ethics, I have no idea how it went, but asset management was a tough exam. You had to know a lot of formulas in your head, had to do lots of applications, and to be fair, I think I could probably pass it. I don't know. And then the one that I was really, really scared about was the one on Wednesday. Because Wednesday I had international finance. And it may sound easy, it may sound fun. It is no fun. It is about interest rates, it is about currency exchanges, it is it is very freaking complex. But the dude, I go there. The dude, he puts an exercise of 8 points, 8 out of 20, so almost half of the exam. It's an exercise that was none of the applications we had done before, and it was a little thing we did in class that I paid too much attention at. So that there's a bit of luck there, because usually the exams are very much like the applications we do, but this one, half of the exam was not that. So of course all of my classmates are super pissed, but I was so lucky that I paid attention when the dude gave that exercise. Of course, I'm not sure if it went well, because as well I didn't do any applications about it, so I'm not sure if it was just mostly talent / luck. I have no idea. And I think there were 3 or 4 more exercises, and maybe one of them is good, so I think I can pass as well that one. And that one I had planned getting a 25%. That one to me it was a loss. It was a straight loss. I had studied 10 hours a day for a couple of days, just that exam, and I was there's no way. I should have started way before to study this, and I didn't do so because I was back home in Costa Rica. So of course they're really I was back home. It's difficult studying when you're back home, especially when you haven't seen your parents in a while and stuff. It's fun, there's friends there. But it went it went well. I was this is the best day of my life. I felt freedom. I felt real freedom for the first time in a long time, not having to worry about exams coming up. And then I got back as well that day. I slept 2 to 5 as well, so no sleep at all. And I get back home, take a huge nap, Like I slept the whole afternoon, and then at night I met up with a couple of buddies. We saw a football match. Great. Paris passed against Bayern. What can I say? Life was so good. And then I had Thursday and Friday to do a suitcase for 4 months because I'll be here 4 months. So I hadn't started it. Well, I had sort of thought what I can put, but yeah, it mostly took. But as well, my sleep schedule was screwed up. My eating schedule was my food schedule was screwed up. Everything was screwed up. So I tried to sleep. I really couldn't sleep. Like I was sleeping 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like I still have the American calendar. Right now a bit less. Like it literally like after today, it has sort of arranged itself, because as well with the exams and naps and like I couldn't have it, like my my body couldn't get into the routine of the time here, which was very bad. It was so bad. And yeah, but like Tuesday, Friday were very cool. Thursday and Friday were very decent. I went to the gym for the first time in like a month. not bad. And then Saturday I take the train here, like at 7 a.m., which is well not good for the sleep schedule. No, like at 6 a.m. I woke up like 5 again. Too much waking up at 5 and not sleeping 8 hours before, And what happened? Yeah, Tuesday I got here. The apartment, I was alone. I will live with a couple of roommates. It was a bit of a mess. Well, it was. It was like a buddy before me was the one who recommended me this apartment, and he's like, dude, don't worry, they're the cleanest people. They never leave nothing dirty. I clean all the time, and then I get here and there's like a pile of dirty clothes, dirty dishes. I'm like, hey, like I don't know, but I was just so happy that the Uber, like I was full of suitcases from train station, so I took an Uber to the apartment. Uber was very nice. Back home I used to take a lot of Ubers. No more here. But it came back to my mind like, hey, speaking with your Uber is nice, and then what else? Well, yeah, then I slept as well. My bed has no bed sheets, which is not ideal. And then today's Sunday, and Sunday, I think it's the first day since I came back 2 weeks ago that my sleep schedule is like normal now. And tomorrow I start my job. Which I'm excited. The last time I worked was in 2024, so this is my second ever job experience. I'm very excited, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this was a week. Lots of things going on in 1 week, and tomorrow I start to work. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, thank you a lot for watching this What's Been Going On, and see you next week with the next What's Been Going On. Bye.